Ladies and gentlemen and ladies, welcome to Game 58, Oilers Lightning. Now everybody's in panic mode, everybody's in holy crap, fire him, trade him, he's trash, he's garbage, this team sucks. They've lost 3 in a row. I get it, I understand the frustration. This weekend was probably the worst 2 games in Oilers history, dating back to the decade of darkness. Now, I gotta say this. This team isn't as bad as this weekend was. And it's gonna take a Herculean effort to win today. Will the Oilers do it? Abso-freaking-lutely. I'm gonna put my rep on the line today, folks. My hockey knowledge tells me the Edmonton Oilers are going to win the game in overtime. It'll be a 3-2 score. Stuart Skinner's going to look good. McDavid's going to shine. Draisaitl's going to do his thing. We're going to get a couple helpers from the bottom 6. That's my prediction. Anyways, guys, enjoy the show. I may not be here for the first little bit. Doesn't mean I'm not here. It just means I'm not available for the first little bit. I gotta run up and get some food. So you guys enjoy some Gene Principe puns.
Television shows, one that I grew up watching back in the mid-1980s through 1992. It is the Golden Girls, 180 episodes. Betty White, B. Arthur, Estelle Getty, Rue McClanahan. From the Golden Girls, you know it, kids. To the Golden
Oh, that sucks.
Boys,
First period's blacked out. That's crazy. Do you not have cable?
The Four Nations face-off, along with help from his opponents tonight, but teammates send the Tampa Bay Lightning. What a show they put on. That one located in Montreal
Dominic.
and Boston. Okay, so 1972 Summit Series. I remember we were all in our gymnasium. I was in grade 1, and we were watching some unbelievable international hockey. But then came the Canada Cup. 5 times from 1976 through 1991. Unbelievable hockey led by Darryl Sittler, Wayne Gretzky, so many greats. 4 times Canada won, 1 time Soviet Union. From the Canada Cup to the Canada Coupe. Of course, where would I be going with this? This guy's an amazing coach, 2-time Stanley Cup champion, longest serving coach in the National Hockey League. Will also coach Canada at the Olympics. Do you like movies? I hope so. Fast and the Furious. I've lost track of Vin Diesel. Where is this guy? Don't forget The Rock and the late, great Paul Walker. But it's not The Rock I want to talk about. It's the Knobloch, who says, fast. We got to be fast. We got to play fast, which they didn't do. He felt against Washington. Meanwhile, Tampa, furious run right now. Lingering in playoff positioning. Things were a bit tough, but they won 5 in a row. That is a streak. This kid, he's going, stop it. Please, can you stop Victor Hedman and company? I know Zach Hyman will do everything as he always does, including the captain, Louis DeBrusk, Jack Michaels. It's Nikita Kucherov and company versus Leon Draisaitl tonight.
Rogers Oilers Hockey on Sportsnet. Brought to you by Rogers Xfinity Game-Changing Internet. Stream, share, and score big with Canada's most reliable internet. And by Molson, official beer sponsor of the Edmonton Oilers. Whether it's Canadian, Ultra, Export, or Excel, there's a Molson with your name on it. Must be legal drinking age.
Hi, welcome to Sherwood Power Sports and Marine. How can we help you today?
I'm looking for,
A boat? A motorcycle? Service work? A side-by-side? Woohoo! Some accessories?
I think I'll need more vacation days.
I can arrange that.
Whether it's boats, bikes, accessories, or ATVs, find your more at Sherwood Power Sports and Marine.
Behold, my name is Maximus Entertainus, and I come to you from the mountain of entertainment with a legion of big stars in big dramas, like Gladiator 2, Dexter, Original Sin, and 1923. Are you not entertained? Then get Paramount Plus today, for what we stream in this lifetime echoes in eternity.
Stream Paramount Plus for $6.99 a month.
Welcome back. Tampa looking for their second win after the Four Nations break. The Oilers for their first our national anthem. And now, with the presentation of colors, please welcome the 601st Air and Space Operations Center Color Guard and members of Canadian Element NORAD Tyndall Detachment. And now, to honor our great neighbor to the north, please welcome Amanda Brygoble as she performs the Canadian National Anthem.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us commands. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north, strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
And we are honored to be joined by a decorated veteran who served our nation for 20 years with the U.S. Navy and U.S. Special Operations Command as an Arabic and Somali linguist during multiple operations and overseas deployments. Tampa Bay, please welcome and salute retired Senior Chief Petty Officer Casey Johnson. And now, let's sing loud and proud with the voice of Bolts Nation, retired U.S. Air Force Technical Sergeant Sonia Bryson Kirksey, as she performs our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight over ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in our gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave over the land of the free and the home of the brave?
A look outside Emily Arena. Of course,
My apologies
today,
for that,
Tampa
folks.
drenched in sunshine. A day too late for Louie and I. But
I tell you what,
nevertheless,
Oilers
it's
win
Edmonton
tonight,
and
we're not even
Tampa,
talking
and
about the
that
weekend's
man, Stuart
debacle.
Skinner, like the rest of his hockey team, looking to shake off a bit of a mini slump. He was excellent when the Oilers beat the Lightning 2-1 on December the 10th. He
Oh, hey, guys,
20
sorry.
of 21 in that victory, and outdueled That man, once again, for my money, the greatest goalie.
You know what? A win tonight will do a lot for the team, will do a lot for the fans. By the way, there was a trade yesterday that involved the Anaheim Mighty Ducks and a goaltender. They traded for goalie Vasily from Detroit. He's now with the Anaheim Ducks. As Josh Gibson is still hurt. Yeah, hey, Oilers fans, let's trade for a guy that's hurt. That's smart.
In the Ontario
I can't stand
Hockey
stupidity.
League, and of course was a teammate of his in the Four Nations.
First period is underway. A bad giveaway already by this team.
The Tampa Bay Lightning go to work. They've won 5 in a row. The Oilers a lost weekend in Philadelphia and Washington, D.C.
Bouchard giveaway.
Turnover.
Save made by Skinner. Bouchard giveaway. Prime slot. What the? Same old Boosh.
Louis, 21 seconds in, he handles it perfectly.
Makes a real strong save early on. This is
I don't know, guys.
The quickness of this line can get on you in a hurry, and that's what happens here. Quick forecheck, the turnover created on that pass attempt through. It's Cirelli that knocks it down, finds Hagel in the slot, and he gets a great chance.
Like,
a better save by Stewart.
this guy, man, like,
for Skinner early in the game, making a big save like that.
Couple of lineup changes as Matthias Janmark draws back in. Klingberg out, replaced by Troy Stetcher. And Jeff Skinner, who did score a goal the other day in the loss to Washington, is a healthy scratch tonight for Edmonton. Tampa dressing 11 forwards and 7 defense tonight. Booted by McDavid, back toward Darnell Nurse and up the left-hand side. McDavid starting on the line, of course, with Arvidsson.
I don't know what's wrong with Bouchard. Like, it's just...
Your starting line's brought to you by our friends at Scotiabank, believing there's a place for all Canadians.
That's not icing. It was touched by an Oilers.
Handles the dump in. That win over Tampa back in December, his first.
Yeah,
Shot by
yeah.
Hedman slid wide. This has been
But
a series dominated
don't tell
by
that to NHL Oiler fans there, Renegade. According to them, because Huso is now in Anaheim, Gibson's being traded to Edmonton. Yeah, I think everybody wants to get Bouchard off the island.
One of those helps deflect a puck from Moser.
But the problem with Bouchard is the analytics community loves Bouchard because he's an analytics darling. He does so much, according to the analytics people. He's such a good defenseman. Hogwash, I say to that. They could come on and get this off the preview, though.
Players that have won the last 8 hard Rosses in the National Hockey League. So
honestly, Bouchard at 5 is fine, but at 9 to 10, no. To me, that's a sign-in trade. Shots are 1-1 apiece. The score is 0-0. 18-20 left to go in the first period. Savoy stays with Draisaitl.
Edmonton, not a strong effort in either game. Chafee with a turnover in front.
Oh, nice shot there by Janmark. Better save by Vasilevsky, though.
Louis in the slot. He had time, but took too much. And now Nugent Hopkins with a deflection on a pass that was ticketed for the right side, ends up in the Tampa bench.
Good work here in the offensive zone to turn this puck over.
Well, no, with the defenseman, they show his possession time and how he is in the defensive zone. He's a plus 11 apparently this year. Or he was a plus 11.
And it's been that kind of a season for Janmark. He hasn't scored a lot of goals. He's had a lot of good chances, but he double clutched on that one, as you said, and just got the shot away a little bit late, allowed Vasilevsky.
I don't know. I've watched Blackwood play hockey lately. He wasn't much of an upgrade.
Top 5 in all the major categories off the
Nice save there by Skinner.
Denied by Skinner, and defending off the rush has been a problem for Edmonton coming out of the break. But Skinner holding sway to keep this game scoreless. Still 2 good chances for Tampa in the first 2 minutes. Matthias Ekholm fanned on a pass up the left-hand side. Nick Pervix will dump it in.
Yep.
Pervix was a scratch in Tampa's last game, a win over Seattle.
Yeah, I don't understand that either, Epic. I don't understand why Knobloch has a spur in the saddle. My mic is low and the TV's too loud? I can fix that right away. I can fix that problem easily.
that puck around at will. But for Edmonton, want to dial that in. One thing for me, forwards coming back have to recognize.
Yeah, again, I don't know the situation with Knobloch and Jeff Skinner.
Put it up the left-hand side. Nurse defending his line against Hagel, but now Burrow
Must go back to the OHL days.
only one goal all season. He hit a couple of posts on Sunday. Just can't get it to go in right now. Ryan McDonough, the league leader at plus 34. His return has really stabilized the Tampa defense, and the Lightning are now a top 10 team. Here's a chance.
What a save by Jeffrey. Sorry, Stuart Skinner.
And he has been frustrated twice already in 3 minutes. Stewart.
Bad giveaway again by the Oilers defense.
Yeah, this one just popped to Hagel again. It's just line going to work, and Zemgus Girgenssen's put on this line on the right side to work in the corners. A little bit of a defensive presence also on the line, trying to get him a little offensively activated. This goes
I do know why.
He's taken Cirelli in front of the net off and right to Hagel, who beats his man out of the corner. Good job by
Vacation
Cirelli.
mode.
Get across and literally have to dive to make that save.
Hagel with 27 goals on the year, well on his way to surpassing his prior career high of 30. Nick Paul to take the face.
Sorry, Barbershop, you're not going to get that against Tampa Bay. You might get that against Carolina and Anaheim, but not against Tampa Bay. Vasilevsky's too much of an all-world goalie still.
Chafee tried to boot it in, eventually sent up. Nick Paul stymied by Janmark, and then Chafee couldn't handle it cleanly, so Nugent Hopkins able to steer back to Kulak, and it's out of the zone. Troy Stetcher making his return to the lineup for Edmonton. Scratched the last 5 games. He hasn't played since February the 1st because, of course, of the Four Nations break. Nugent Hopkins defending in the neutral zone. Tampa no speed as it hits the line, so Paul just kind of nudges it in, and you've got 5-player scrum.
I disagree with the luck factor. I think if they play better than they did this weekend, they'll win.
Connor Brown, he'll kick it back. Kulak driving out wide to his left. Stick handling his way into the zone, dishing off, chance, wrist shot, and missing the net. Connor Brown, rebound at Janmark, centering pass Kulak, and that's eventually corralled. Savoy tipped it free for Janmark, and now it's Ekholm shoveling it down low. Draisaitl with an opening.
Draisaitl need to take that shot.
One have it poked out of play by Lilleberg.
They're not a good team without their goaltender being good. I don't know if you've heard, but Freddie Anderson is hurt, and their backup goalie is trash.
Good presence in the offensive zone and a good little touch by Savoy, who remains on this line with Draisaitl to keep the play alive. And Draisaitl was looking for him, Jack, in that one-time position.
I don't know if you watched the Carolina-Toronto Maple Leaf game, but it was 4-0 for Toronto until they gave up. And Carolina almost tied the game up.
Up to Savoy, whipped ahead 2-on-1. Savoy to create. Bouchard back to Podkolzin, and the return pass does not make.
We got to shoot that fucking puck, though.
That was created by Savoy. Instead, it's Tampa. Maybe a 2-on-1
okay.
The other way. Braden Point waits, drags, and a great play by.
What a play by Ekholm.
To pluck the puck off his stick and clear it ahead for Podkolzin. Draisaitl gains at center. He'll kick it back to the oncoming Darnell Nurse, weaving his way into the shot. A kick save.
Nice shot there.
Vasilevsky, as Nurse was trying to catch Vasilevsky napping. Shoveled down low by Kasperi Kapanen and recovered by Victor Hedman. Hedman, the captain, with Stamkos having moved on to Nashville. Lightning's J.J. Moser sends it in deep. Skinner has to move that puck with alacrity up to Corey Perry. Off the boards, Adam Henry.
Good question. Where's the defense?
On the move, Emerson. He'll drop it. Kapanen, a hard wrist shot that handcuffed Vasilevsky, but he made the save, and Paul cleared it off the glass and out.
They're MIA right now for sure.
Pursued by Asimov.
Skinner's made 3 10-bell saves already.
Determined. Lead pass Corey Perry. Played for Tampa, of course.
But Klingberg being scratched, I don't know if that means a trade's coming or just get Troy Stetcher in the lineup because he's already sat for a month.
Henrique will kick it back.
You know what I mean?
Reset. We played nearly 6 minutes. No score in the hockey game.
If a trade does come, I don't think it involves anything too significant. Nice play by Hyman there.
Vasilevsky, rebound taken. Hagel. Up to Cirelli, and he'll snap it around the boards. Hagel on the puck against Bouchard. Hard rim. Late getting there, Chernak. They're going to say he held the zone. That was very close. Ekholm taken off his feet. Bouchard blasted. Now McDavid wanders down low. Enters tonight 4th in the league in scoring. Hit the 50 assist plateau in the loss to Washington. Hagel bumped it off the boards. McDonough. Now Jurgensen's a shot. Was blocked by McDavid, who turns and twists it ahead for Ekholm. Backhands it for Hyman. Spilled on net. Vasilevsky elects to play the puck. Does so to McDonough. And the veteran up the gut. It's Nikita Kucherov on a reset for Tampa. Flipped in by Jake Ensign.
Which would be cool if you do play the Leafs, right? We got a good record. No, we don't.
Janmark works his way through center ice. He's coming off the first healthy stretch.
I don't know. I don't think a trade is going to help the Oilers or hurt the Oilers at this point.
Help the Oilers struggling PK. And disrupting the cycle. Up the gut.
And making a trade right now, if you're the Edmonton Oilers GM, Stan Bowman, you're making a trade out of weakness.
Entering tonight. So your top 3. As I said, McDavid, 4th. He's back at 72.
Just my opinion. I think if you make a trade today,
Kulak to Stetcher.
you know,
Brown.
I have a video coming up tomorrow
Both teams make wholesale changes in personnel.
Better to be patient to try and force through this Tampa Bay Lightning.
with a list of restricted free agents that the Oilers could target, and a list of players with term on defense that the Oilers could target.
Last couple of years, they were the second half of the league. This year, they're 6th. And McDonough coming back, a big part of that. Chance by Paul.
Another big save by Skinner.
Off the glove of Skinner. Moser up top, cut off by Nurse, too far for Draisaitl.
And that'll be icing against the Oilers.
There's the whistle with 11:49 to go in the first, no score.
The Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation 50-50, presented by Rogers, is back for another record-breaking season. Support communities across oil country and win big at edmontonoilers.com/5050.
Well, some good defense at both ends. Nice play by Savoy, you mentioned it. Here's a beautiful pass across. This leads to a 2-on-1. And a little bit mishandled by Podkolzin as it escapes a little bit. That pass from Bouchard broken up on a good defensive play.
Edmonton drives, Skinner the save.
2 big saves by Skinner again.
With Gensel sitting right there.
This team, man.
Blank look at, but nevertheless, Skinner able to squeeze it against a man who has 27 on the year, Stuart Skinner.
You know what? That's a good thing that he's not Chiarelli. He actually has a head on his shoulders. And he has said publicly, and he reinforced it on the weekend, we are not trading for a goalie. We believe in our goalies. We believe in our team. We are not making a trade to make a trade. We also have to remember Klingberg came off a very significant injury that hasn't played in a long time. I think he'll be a good 6th or 7th defenseman. It sucks that he had 1 bad game with the 2 bad turnovers, and that's what cost him a job. But yet, Bouchard can have turnover after turnover after turnover and not even get benched a game, not even get sat a period. It's ridiculous, but I'm not the coach and I'm not the GM. I won't pretend to be smarter than them. I just know what I would do if I was the coach or GM of the Oilers. Mm-hmm.
Cooper did say it would be different to have Connor on the other side of things, but he was thankful to have Connor on his side as well as Canada's side in the Four Nations face-off.
Big compliment from John Cooper this morning. Jack, we were talking, he was asked about the comparison of that team and the team that won the Stanley Cups for him back-to-back, and he said selflessness. I mean, everybody there was there for the win. They didn't care how they got it done, where they played, or how much time they played, and he said he believes that was a big factor in getting the win in the end for Team Canada.
Yeah, he talked about guys didn't care about the role, and mentioned Seth Jarvis, you know, a heck of a player, had trouble finding playing time for him, but a better player than he realized. Much rest for John Cooper. Tampa did get the extra day, didn't play until Sunday. Beat Seattle for its 5th win in a row. The Lightning are only 12th in the league standings overall. They've got the 3rd best differential.
No, I get that, but with Klingberg you can, because he hadn't played. It would have been different if Klingberg started the season with the Oilers or started the season playing somewhere. But this is essentially his preseason game, right? Like these last 5 games, what, it's been only 5 games? A little over 5 games? This is essentially his preseason. But I get what you're saying, and I understand it. 6, 10 minutes left to go in the first period for shots. Not that nothing is the score.
Like the rest of his team. Wanted a quality start, and he's delivered it thus far. Very early, of course. Tampa and Edmonton, 2 of the 4 highest scoring teams in the league. So you'd think you'd take the over, but Skinner and Vasilevsky, strong starts to this one. Ekholm shoots in. 10 minutes in. McDonough controlling against Zach Hyman. Fires up for Hagel. He got bumped by Ekholm.
That's offside, Tampa Bay.
It's going to be an offside against Tampa.
I agree. I would rather improve the defense immensely.
Hagel's had a couple good looks against that man, Stuart Skinner, and come up empty.
You know what? I might do that in the first intermission. I know there's a video coming out, but I'm going to do that in the first intermission. Hey, yeah, you're not wrong, Nick of the North. In the North, you're not wrong. That is my worry right now too, right? That is my worry right now as we save Kaner for the playoffs. But, excuse me, he comes back and it's his preseason. You know, how slow is he going to be? How out of shape is he? Like, how out of game shape is he going to be? The guy's in immaculate shape. But, like, how are his reads and his reacts? She's a little under the weather. So is our buddy Lubo. Thoughts and prayers to Lubo and his family. They're going through it right now. It seems like everybody's sick, myself included. But, you know, show must go on. I'm an old horse. I die. I refuse to lay down and die. You know what I mean? Hey, trucker, how's it going today? Like, I think they want to see, and there's going to be an announcement on what day are we back in Edmonton? Monday, regarding Evander Kane and his ability or inability to play before the end of the season. You know what I mean? Like, there's already a conference scheduled. Is that an option? Great question. Yeah. That is a great question I don't have a good answer to. If he is eligible to play for a conditioning stint in the AHL. I would imagine he would be, but I don't know the specifics of that.
All day.
Influenza. Hey, don't be saying that.
We call it the Edmonton curse.
There was about a 40-minute window of excellent sunshine today, and I spotted Gene out in the sun.
Oh, 100%. Did he have the foil going? Usually he has some sort of silver screen to capitalize on any sort of raise. Draisaitl handing off a turnover by Kulak, but then recovered.
Another bad turnover by the Oilers
Draisaitl was streaked down the left
forward group.
Drop pass, loading and firing.
Savoy just about gets his first NHL goal.
I think Draisaitl's looking to get Savoy that first goal right away.
Max Savoy's getting himself to positions to shoot it. That's the key for a young player. A lot of confidence and demand.
Matthew Savoy is going to stay with the Oilers for the rest of the year. You're right about that. You're absolutely right about that, Epic. You're absolutely right. We can't wait for him to magically figure it out. We got a power play coming up for the Oilers.
Penalty 190 feet away from his own net, but it shows how much the players respect Draisaitl's ability to hit the home run with that stretch pass. McDavid a little give and go. Over the line, pulls up, sets up Stetcher. He'll hand off Perry to the middle of the ice, came back to him off of Henrique. This is a delayed penalty. Nurse locating Stetcher. Oilers set to go on a
Claire's
power
home.
play after Tampa gets a touch here.
What a beautiful little town.
6-on-5. Stetcher.
Hamlet, I would say.
McDavid looks toward the net. No shot just yet, then tried to center off of McDonough. And that's tracked down by Stetcher. This is going to turn into a 90-second power play before Tampa touches up. And with 8 to go in the first period, two of the league's better power plays.
Oilers power play gets to go first.
Get the first chance.
There's Leon Draisaitl logging the puck up the ice, and he just gets himself into the middle, but Savoy, nice interchange to create that chance. Little delay, toe drag, change the angle, and that's a good save by Vasilevsky. The puck pulls it in front. And then here's the penalty on Kucherov, just wraps up.
It wasn't much of a penalty, but
That digs in a little too deep. Reaching for that puck, hooking
we've
the
seen
ball.
a lot worse not called.
Play Alberta power play for the Edmonton Oilers. Power up your play with 400 plus casino games and 100 free spins.
Cool.
Only at Play Alberta. Off the draw is Bouchard and Nugent Hopkins. McDavid comes to the net. Couldn't pull the trigger. Nugent Hopkins over to Bouchard and now Leon Draisaitl. Fourth in the league with 12 power play goals. Gets it back and scores.
Draisaitl scores a power play goal.
Make it 6 games in a row with a goal. And the league leader.
6 in a row.
43.
Everybody in the car, so come on, let's ride to the liquor store around the corner. The boys say they want some gin and juice, but I really don't wanna. Feel buzz like I had last week. I must stay because coffee is cheap. Like Angela, Pamela, Sandra, and Rita. And as I continue, you know they getting sweeter. So what can I do? I really bag you, my lord. To me, blood is just like a boy. Anything fine, it's all good. Let me jump in and sing in the trumpet. A little bit of Monica in my life. A little bit of Erica by my side. A little bit of Rita, all I need. A little bit of Tina.
Draisaitl now.
Oh no, we don't suck anymore. Wait, that's too bad.
As well as Dylan Larkin of Detroit for the league lead 13 power play goals. These league and game winners, even strength, and now power play goals. I guess that's total domination of the goal scoring charts. 1-0 Edmonton.
No. The first game against Philadelphia wasn't a power play goal, it was a 5-on-5. McDavid and Bouchard get the assist.
Kucherov looking to atone for the penalty. Centers and Skinner able to make the save on Sorokin.
Oh my God, Stu Skinner. Where has this been all year?
A little load up here for John Cooper. Kucherov out there with Sorrelli.
Let me go check that for you, Barbershop.
Against, kind of loads it up similar to what Chris Knobloch does, and this one.
No, Philadelphia got the first goal on Saturday from Michkov. Klingberg tied it up. Draisaitl got the goal on the power play to make it 2. No, I got the goal to make it 2-1. And then the Oilers couldn't catch up from there. So yeah, it was Philadelphia, and then it was Draisaitl on the power play against Washington. But yeah, this feels different though. This game feels like the Oilers actually have jump. What a nice shot indeed.
A little give and go. McDavid to Draisaitl. Where have you heard that before?
Oh, hey, that's interesting. I've never heard of that place. Is that in Quebec? I'm not asking to be ignorant. That just sounds really French. It's either Quebec or Lower Ontario.
You're guaranteed to get everything
You're not wrong, Nick. You're not wrong. Give away, give away, give away, give away, give away, give away. You cannot give the fucking puck away every time it is on your goddamn stick.
And this Tampa Bay Lightning team has turned over a bunch already. They haven't capitalized on it until this one right here. Acimont with a nice little play in the zone to disrupt Kaplan right here. The first swing by
Hey, Bolts, how are you doing?
strong is Acimont, and there you go. It's an outnumbered rush once again. He's the one that
It has been so long. How you been, my friend?
on the backhand side. So aggressive play in the neutral zone once again.
But you can't keep giving the puck away when your defense are up in the fucking rush as a forward. Be better. Kapanen gave the puck away with Ekholm and the other defenseman, Stetcher, already up in the play.
Set up for a failure. When a puck turns over the neutral zone, the instant reaction of the defenseman is we need to back up as fast as possible. What does that do? It creates some space behind. And that's exactly where he received that puck.
Quick response, Tampa tying it up in a minute 18 after. So the Oilers begin the game as they did against Washington with a power play goal by Draisaitl. But now Tampa
What a move by McDavid.
From McDavid walks in. One-timer Bouchard off the blocker of Vasilevsky now to play with 6:04 to go in the period. And McDavid creating offense by himself. Early returns in this game, Louis, he's buzzing.
Yeah, he is buzzing, and it's good to see, obviously.
That's just ridiculous to me.
But a good job by him using the speed to gain the zone. You can see how far he pushes the defenseman back, and Bouchard wisely gets up on that rush.
Interesting.
Doesn't look to pass it afterwards. Rockets that shot on net. Good save by Vasilevsky. Face off to his right.
6 minutes left in the first period. Shots are 8-8. Score is 1-1.
Stick on it. Skinner put it in the corner. Now Gensel back behind the net for Kucherov. Moser up top. Pittman a shot. Pinballed into the corner. Kucherov. Slippery. Dishing off. Moser a shot. Save made by Skinner. Rebound to Gensel. And now Kucherov. In tight for point. Kucherov flashed it back in front. And a good read by Picolson. He makes the steal and clears back to the Tampa line.
Hey, that's all we can ask, right? The slow and sure. What a save by Stuart Skinner, though. Without Skinner being this good, this game is 4-5-1 for Tampa. And that's not an exaggeration. That is not an exaggeration. Without as good as Skinner has been this game, it's 4-5-1 for Tampa. Somewhere between the 30th of February in 19 Never Ever Gonna Happen. Sounds about the date that I'm going to sell out to do that. If you guys know what the 30th of February is, you guys are wrestling fans to the core. Shout out to Enzo Amore. It's I don't understand what this defense needs. It's almost like they want somebody to come in and bail them out. It's almost like this team wants the GM to make a move. They keep hearing about it. They keep reading about it. They definitely need to get their you-know-what figured out. Oh, what? That's the beauty of sports, right? You can't teach that. That's absolutely right. I miss Enzo. There's rumors he's coming back to the WWE, actually.
Rush, the defense are pushed back a little bit too long, and Acimont makes makes a great play on the backhand side.
Fictional day.
To finish that one off the pass by Gonzalez.
What, the 30th of February isn't real?
Once it turns over, everybody thinks and has confidence you're going to get that puck up the ice when it
I remember 19 never ever.
Great havoc, and it results in the 1-1 goal. So a couple things Edmonton has to clean up early in this game.
And similar to Edmonton,
Yeah, we can't. That's also probably the biggest concerning issue is we can't hold a lead and we can't get that second goal to extend the lead.
Jumping up, Radish, Gonzalez, drilled by Emerson, up the right-hand side, and getting wheels under him. Is
Unicorn day.
Lilleberg up the right-hand side.
Yeah.
Chafee kicks it back for Darren Radish. A long
Absolutely, man. Like
6 years before he finally became a full-time.
the realest guy in the room. Bada bing, bada boom.
Nurse checking on Chafee to make sure he's okay. Both players a little stunned. In the meantime, the puck winds up behind the net.
Hand pass, says the ref.
Tampa, 4:24 to go in the first.
That wasn't a hand pass, but Jake
Pizza 73.
Paul hand passed it to himself.
Longer habits. Order on game day. Pizza 73, the official pizza of the Edmonton Oilers.
Here's that collision you were talking about. It's Chafee and Darnell Nurse, and he goes to finish the check. Now, Chafee's already going
Good for
down
Nurse to finish his check,
on this
though.
play. He blows a wheel, so he loses an edge. He's already going down, but because of that, Nurse, I don't know if it might have been worse if he would have caught him before he fell down, because it might have been in a tough situation.
Left
but
shoulder
Nurse was certainly slow to get up. He's not a guy that typically is, and that makes the bench and is still in some distress there, stretching it out, so we'll keep an eye on that.
Here's Hyman heading for the net. Hedman draped all over. Connor McDavid out. Long shot by Bouchard, and that ricocheted out towards center. Hagel looks and dishes. Sorelli to the net. Fought off by Skinner. Sorelli already a career high this season. He's matched a career high, I should say, with 20. Oilers, McDavid around. McDonough in the net. Vasilevsky able to keep it out.
Man, Vasilevsky is such an elite goalie.
Vasilevsky lost his stick. Jorgensen's
You don't have Pizza 73 up in Peace River anymore? Oh.
3.5 to go. First period tied at 1. Draisaitl on the power play. And Asimov, the equalizer, just a minute 18 after. Strong response.
We're good, man. We are good. The fan base is awesome. Oh, la 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 la! Here comes Tampa.
Nick Perbix, sharp angle to the net.
Big save again by Skinner. 3 minutes left to go in the first period. Shots are 13-8 for Tampa. 1-1 hockey game. Oh, Draisaitl almost makes it 2-1.
Draisaitl's tremendous season continues, only to be denied. Now Perry.
Draisaitl looking for 50.
Fakes the shot.
And Kulak loses the puck at the blue line.
Towards center. Asimov turns and fires on net. Skinner will knock it down. Great. A lane for Nurse to play that over to Janmark. 2.5 to go in the period.
Woo! I think they're fine. Like, I think we're got a pretty nice group of people here. They're friendly-ish.
In the first period, plus 20 on the season. Point against Nurse. Well defended.
Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs.
That's 3 times the Tampa Bay Lightning on this sequence have picked off a pass attempt by the Edmonton Oilers. We've seen it all period long, and this is a team that makes you work to find clean passes. And Edmonton, right now, it looks like everything they're trying to put through them gets knocked down, tipped, and that's the way Tampa Bay plays. They're a stick check.
1.5 left to go in the first period. Shots are 14-9 for Tampa. Score is 1-1. Hey, man, if the score is 1-1 after the first period, that's a win for the Oilers. I say that, and here's Kucherov. Not icing? That was definitely icing. He said ice, and everybody on the ice stopped skating except for Tampa Bay. That's a shitty referee. And Skinner needs to stay in his net.
Around the boards, picked up by Kucherov. Centers. McDonough slap past Kucherov. Turns, dishes, tip. McDonough steps up, waits, tried to center, and he was throttled by Evan Bouchard. Sorelli wrapped it around the boards for Eric Chernow. One-time junior teammate of Connor McDavid and Erie. McDonough back behind the net for Kucherov. Minute to go in the first period, tied at 1 and a clear.
1 minute left in the first period.
Takes an extra hit.
Oh, that's awesome, dude. What game's he playing over there?
He'll keep going in against Sorelli. Grabbed by Hagel. And with 30 seconds to go in the period, he'll leave it for Ryan McDonough. Shovels it over to Chernow. How valuable McDonough? Well, John Cooper reminded Louie and I this morning that he's on not one but two all-quarter century teams with the Rangers and the Lightning. That's how good he is what he basically answered.
20 seconds left to go in the first period. 1-1 is the score. Draisaitl trying to go through 4 people like he's Connor McDavid. I will take a tie going in the first period. Savoy with a huge steal. That was an exciting first period, wasn't it? All right, I was going to wait to do this, like show it in the video. But I think I can spoil some goodies. We're also going to talk about the out-of-town scoreboard because that's important too. All right. So, I wonder if I can zoom in and have... All right, we're going to talk about the out-of-town scoreboard first because, you know, that's important. Upstairs now. I don't even think he's down here. Yeah, he is. Smoosh you up. Go. Ooh, that sucks. Outside, go pee. All right, around the NHL, the Boston Bruins 2, the Toronto Maple Leafs nothing with 13 minutes left to go in the second period. 15 minutes left to go in the second period. Ducks 1, Sabres nothing. Trevor Zegras suspended for 3 games. If you guys haven't heard that by now you just did. The Canadiens 2, the Hurricanes nothing. Remember what I was saying with the Carolina Hurricanes? Not too good. 9 minutes left to go in their second period. With 12 minutes left to go in the second period, Flyers 2, Penguins 1. We want to bitch and complain about the Oilers. What's wrong with Edmonton? What the hell is wrong with Pittsburgh? Calgary 2, Washington nothing. Oh my goodness, these Flames make us look bad. With 15 minutes left to go in their second period, as well as 10 minutes left to go in the second period. Columbus 4, Dallas 2. 1-1 after 1 in Tampa as the Oilers and Tampa are tied. Rangers 3, Islanders 1 after 1. With 13 minutes left in the first period, 0-0 Kraken Blues. 1-0 Panthers over the Predators, 14 minutes left in their first period. As well as first period, 0-0 Wild and Wings. Games yet to be started. Chicago is in the Utah to take on the Utah Hockey Club. Now that you got it good and understood, let's talk about the potential trades the Oilers could make if they so choose. Yeah, I don't know what the hell Zegras was thinking on that, to be 100% transparent and honest with you. Oh, those are some really cool games, though, kid. I'm too old to play any of those games except for Beat Saber, but I don't have a Quest or a VR to play that. I would burn a lot of calories playing Beat Saber, though. Not gonna lie to you. All right, so here is a list of defensemen that are unrestricted but available for the Oilers to trade if needed. I'm just gonna highlight the names that I think are gonna be potential for the Oilers to pick up, not everybody, obviously. David Savard. Caveat on that, he has a $3.5 million contract that has to still be... His contract is that high. Unless Montreal's willing to eat half of it, I don't see a trade there. A guy that I do see a trade coming, like if the Oilers want to go that route, Jacob Bryson. Now, I get people aren't going to like it. Jacob Bryson is $900,000. He's 27, so he's kind of a matured defenseman. It's 33 games played, 4 points. Not great, not bad. Another player to keep an eye on is, no, not Michael Callahan. Where is that guy? Brian Dumoulin. But he has a no movement clause. That could be worked out if Anaheim really wanted to take Skinner and Savoy and the Oilers were desperate. That would be a guy to look at. Another guy to look at if you're the Edmonton Oilers, and I have mentioned this name a few times, is Henry Yokohairu. Plays in Buffalo. He makes 3.1. He's 25. So you could sign him, and you could trade him and sign him. Another name to look at if you're the Edmonton Oilers, Ivan Provorov, but he's making 6.7. Again, not really price range negotiable. I'm going to tell you guys a name, and you guys are going to think I'm out to lunch and nuts. I saw his name up here the other day. Where is that guy? Ole Mata. Makes $3 million, plays for Utah, but you never know, right? Could be worth a flyer. Then, of course, you got everybody in here saying, yeah, just my thoughts. I think there's a move to be made that's out there for the Oilers. You're not wrong. Like, I love Murphy, but that was just from the unrestricted free agent list, right? Or sorry, the restricted free agent list. I haven't quite dove into the entire people with terms yet, but I do like Murphy from Chicago, and I think that makes a lot of sense. You could probably do Murphy and get Donato from them as well for a few picks. You're right. You're absolutely right, Epic. You're absolutely right. And that is where I think the Oilers have to look. I think if you're the Oilers, you have to look at trading for a player that's not going to cost you now. That's not going to cost you a lot. And the way with how Matthew Savoy has played, definitely turned some eyes. And you saw Taylor Hall on the list, did you, Nick? Yeah. I got mixed feelings towards the guy. I'm pretty sure he's a good human being for the most part. I just had a bad altercation with him and kind of made me sour on him. I would love to see Eberle back in an Oilers uniform. If Hall came back, he has to understand he's a third line, fourth line player. He's not going to get top 6 minutes. He's not the star of the show. Like, that is why they traded him away in the first place. Is him and McDavid didn't gel too well on the ice. There's only rough room for one puck out there, right? But who knows, with McDavid being more mature and hopefully Halsey growing up a little bit, that trade would work out for both teams. We need a hitting forward. We absolutely do. That's why I love Ryan Donato from Chicago. Who's that other guy that I was looking at? Not exclusively or extensively, but there's a guy I was looking at for the defensive side. Bada 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 boom, bada boom. The realest guy in the room. It's just so hard because if if New Jersey isn't at you got to look at teams that aren't in the playoffs, right? You got to scamper and go through and see. I would love to get Anton Zub from Ottawa, but that's a lot with an moving. I mean, you want a good hitting defenseman. Jake Livingston, that is your good hitting defenseman. I wish. Excuse me. I wish they separated the skaters from like left wing, right wing. You know what I mean? Not just skaters. I mean, there's rumor out there that Mikko Rantanen is on the move again. I don't believe that type of hype, but you never know. Man. Yeah. I would take UC over Bouchard. Like, that's the thing. I'm hearing that. Do I speak out of school on things that I know? All right. I'll give you guys some insider trading. And I apologize in advance. Sorry, Sean. I apologize in advance. They're playing Arvidsson as much as possible for that reason. They're trying to get him going to trade him. As everybody has noticed and everybody has said, he's not looked good in an Oilers uniform. There's just something that's not gelling. He's slow. I could show you what our third jersey is going to look like, Nick of the North. I will show you what our third jerseyers. Hey, Dwayne Rollison. Man, you got old. I don't know if you've seen these jerseys yet. If I could find it, that would be great. Where is that jersey? I know I have it in my phone, but I don't really want to go through my phone. It's grr. Because I don't know if it'll show up as a picture on my phone is all. Oh. Did I even save it to my phone? That's the next crazy thing. Boo, 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 boo. Do, 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 do. Tom Gazzola. Man, I miss that guy doing actual Oilers stuff. Do 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 do. Wow. Yeah, I guess it wouldn't be on his page, would it? Anyways, he showed a picture of the Bakersfield Condor on it, and it says BAK on the front. The Oilers are looking to do the same thing, except theirs are going to say EDM on it instead of BAK. Now, that'd be cool if I found it. I found the jersey. Oh. Here's what I can show you from what I've been able to surmise. It looks like this. It's got the BAK with the oil derrick and the oil drop. The only difference is the Oilers are not going to have the oil derrick or oil drop in it. It's just going to be EDM, this color orange with white. That is all I know so far. It's just going to be 3 letters, EDM. So yeah, if you think these jerseys are sick for the Oil Kings, sorry, the Oklahoma City team, you're going to love those jerseys. Who scored the first goal? By a guy named Draisaitl did, of course. Some kid named Draisaitl scored the first goal for the Edmonton Oilers. Unfortunately for the Oilers, they didn't hold the lead. Oh, I see. I see your true colors. They come to haunt
Connor
me.
McDavid ready to start the
All right.
second period.
Second period is underway.
And Hyman 1-1 after 20 and a face-off win for Connor McDavid as we open up the second period. It's been a highly entertaining game between Edmonton and Tampa. No surprise. Hagel in transition tried to hit Cirelli, but the puck ended up on Hyman's stick, and he'll send it in deep. Oilers got the early power play goal from Leon Draisaitl, was answered swiftly by Asimon, and that's where we sit. Here's Hagel rushing in against Bouchard. Backhand wraparound, he scores. 2-1. Brandon Hagel is 28th.
I got no words, guys.
Well, similar to the first period, Jack,
Got no
come
words.
out and get that first great chance early on. This is a flip out of the zone, and just speed once again. It's Hagel that takes it from the front side to the far side and the backhand side, and just kind of wraps this one around. It's Ekholm that's there with the stick of Bouchard, a little slow to get across and contest him.
Bouchard, you bum!
And he just drives it through and around, and Stuart Skinner stays strong, tries to push across, but Hagel continues his great.
No, that's not on Skinner at all.
For the Tampa Bay Lightning, and gives his team the lead with his.
That's not on Skinner at all.
Asimon and Cirelli with the helpers. 29 seconds into the second period, Tampa has its first lead.
If you guys know anything about Stuart Skinner, people know he doesn't move laterally. That's Bouchard not realizing. Like, oh, it's so frustrating, this team, man. 2-1 Tampa. I'm sure the fans are going to rip Skinner apart for that one because, you know, that's his fault. That's one thing that I wish Skinner would work on in the offseason. So Stuart Skinner, instead of having babies in the offseason, let's work on our lateral movement.
An electric career and a soon-to-be Hall of Fame career. Shovel down low, Chafee in the corner. Ball powered through by Kulak and forced back to center. Lead pass, Mitchell Chafee. This is an area that Tampa needs to get stronger.
No, I don't like the goal either, but that goal shouldn't have happened to begin with. You have defensive awareness. You're not wrong, Nick. If he just learned how to get laterally faster. Excuse me. I can't even yell. My throat is so done. Shots are 15-9 for Tampa Bay. 2-1 Tampa Bay. 3 minutes gone in the second period. Lots of game left, but my God. Wake the fuck up, Edmonton. Brown and Henry have been invincible for the last 5-6 games. Probably need tea. McDavid and Bouchard got the assist on the Draisaitl goal. Oh. Almost another deflected goal.
Taken off the boards, Gensel, McDonough. Chernak gave it back to McDonough. Shot does not make its way through, blocked by Henry.
Oh, excuse me.
Jake Gensel.
Yeah, and Hyman. I'm very disappointed with Hyman.
The Lightning are 13-0 when he scores a goal.
Oh, excuse me.
Gensel. Leading is Cirelli. Tampa working it around. Bouchard forces, but not out. Cirelli. One-timer ripped on net. Save on Asimon. Cirelli again from the corner. And a glove save.
Glove save by Stuart Skinner.
Skinner, his 14th of the evening, keeps it 2-1.
Solid pressure again from the Tampa Bay Lightning here. And, you know, for this shot here, it's one deflection, a second deflection that just goes wide. So funneling pucks to the net with a presence there. This is a fast team that gets there on time. And the first one by Point, the second one by Getzel, who just kind of gets lost for a second, then pops right back into the slot. That's why it's hard to defend, hard to pick up. But Edmonton has to buckle down a little harder in the defensive zone to acquire those players a little quicker, stay with their men, box them out, give their goaltender a chance to see pucks, because that was close on the double deflection.
Kucherov has it knocked away. Draisaitl did not get it out. Kucherov set it down low. Hagel dishes off to Brain Point, but the pass eludes him, and Victor Hedman falls back to center. Saw a shot of John Cooper, Four Nations head coach. He'll be the Olympic head coach. And a steal by Leon Draisaitl. Drop pass to Colson. Waiting, circling, center. Draisaitl stuck point blank by Vasilevsky. But Colson does not have a goal in his last 13. We got a penalty upcoming and a wrap-up situations. But Colson and Moser, they'll be separated.
First penalty is on Edmonton here. I believe it's going to be a hook.
And you get scored on, you go right to the PK.
Stripping of the puck after a great chance created. A nice pass by Puck Colson out to Leon Draisaitl.
You're not wrong, Edmonton. Edmonton, they need to wake up, man. They need to wake up.
Good positional turnover from Draisaitl leads to this chance right here. Little give and go with Puck Colson. Strong move around. Finds him through Hedman. Not easy to do, but right here you're going to see the reach in on the arm of Hedman. That's where Draisaitl is called for the hooking, and then afterward, and Puck Colson get into it there.
Grabbing Puck Colson. Would you like to see Puck Colson finish that off a little bit?
Sorry, it was Moser. I thought it was Lilleberg. My bad. I thought it was a different. But here's the thing. I mean, if someone's going to come in and grab you, yeah, a little bit of an auto shed there to get something going. Puck Colson is certainly, in my opinion, the much tougher guy in that equation.
Of course, Draisaitl sits in the box for high sticking.
And I say that only because Moser grabbed him.
Absolutely. If someone gives you an invitation, take it. Take it willingly.
Off the draw, grab by Hagel, wide open in front. One-timer to save on Kucherov.
What a save by Skinner.
Kucherov had been calling for that.
Kucherov 1T set up perfectly, and Skinner makes the save.
2-1. Tampa power play has been outstanding. 27%, fifth in the league. And we mentioned both Getzel and Point have 13 power play goals. Brandon Hagel gains the line. Time to Draisaitl for most of the league. A flip by Kulak back to center, swatted down by Edmonton. This is a key kill because, of course, Edmonton has given up 8 power play goals in its last 6 games. 38%.
8 power play goals in the last 6 games.
Here's Hedman. Kucherov, the swing. Hagel a drive. And that stayed out.
And they're getting another penalty. 5-on-3 for the other team. We've seen this before. When was the last time the Oilers had a legit 5-on-3?
Minute 12. Nugent Hopkins to the box.
High sticking is the call, and it was
Another high sticking.
right in front of this blast, but here's the scramble in front after this face-off win. The first
What a joke.
Skinner, and the blast by Hagel. This is just some quick movement. There's the high stick that comes up and clicks. Getzel, he's okay, will get himself to the front of the net. Some fancy passing right there to set up this chance by Hagel. Goes off of Getzel, so he takes a high stick and a blast to the midsection for his effort.
Yeah, you're not wrong, man.
5-on-3 for the Lightning.
Seismic moment in this game here, approaching the midway point. Tampa's rolling, they've won 5 in a row.
Ah, well, Oilers got to kill a minute and a half of 5-on-3.
But now they must kill off a 5-on-3 for a full minute 12. Janmark out there with Ekholm and Emerson.
If this was a time for Tampa to show up and ball out, now would be it.
For Edmonton, but if not, the Oilers are in chase mode. Point wins the faceoff. Hedman to Kucherov. Down low, Hagel. Kucherov. Hedman. Controlling his point. Tried to center. That was tipped. Kucherov swung it back to Point in the slot. One-timer rip by Hedman. Scoring.
That's it, guys.
Deflected and fluttered its way past Stuart Skinner. Tampa Bay.
Congratulations, refs. Game management at its finest.
front of this blast by Hedman. And, you know, right here, the triangle formation, good stick right there to deny. Again, a little bit of a denial by Emerson coming out, but it's Janmark who goes down to try and block this blast. And that's what you do when you're killing penalties, especially on the 5-on-3. You get in the lane, you try and take it away, and this one just takes a funny hop off of Janmark, and you can see Skinner already set for that low shot. It's elevated, finds its way in the back of the net. A 5-on-3 power play.
I've got nothing nice to say, so I'm not going to say anything at all. Can you imagine if the Oilers got a 5-on-3 when they were leading a fucking game? Or the game was tied? Can you imagine if they got a 5-on-3 one time? One fucking time when they were winning a game. Can you imagine they got a power play when they were winning a game?
Stolen and cleared by Connor Brown. Stretch pass, Kucherov. Open, Gonzalez put it over the net. What a chance. Got up on the heel of his stick and he put it off the glass. Wasted opportunity for Tampa off a sublime feed from Kucherov. Nick Paul.
Vasilevsky heads up, going to put that right on the tape.
Kucherov.
But can't do that because the Edmonton power play is so potent and scores every time they get the puck. Can't call penalties though, right? Like, all I want in this fucking league is consistency. If you're going to call 5-on-3s against the Oilers because, well, we have to call them penalties. But, same thing happens. We can't call that because McDavid and Draisaitl, they score too much on the power play. The Oilers power play is at 90%. I don't know, man. It's just...
Has a good chance in tight backhand to forehand. It just elevates a little.
6 seconds left in the second penalty. Doesn't fucking matter.
Heads up play to look up, and not only look up, put it right on the tape on the offensive blue line.
What do the Oilers have to do to get their 5-on-3s?
Back to 5-on-5 hockey. Tampa.
That's offside.
3-1 lead, and now an offside whistle against Hagel and Paul. 12.5 to go, second period. The Oilers.
Everything.
That's what I mean, though. Tampa didn't need any help getting those 5-on-3s. They didn't need any help getting momentum. They already had momentum. But hey, I'm a ref in the NHL. I've been told I have a job to do. What do you mean not surprising? It is surprising. Wow. We're back at being the negative Oiler fans all the time. Feel like the decade of darkness is coming back, guys. I feel like this fan base is deep in the decade of darkness, sadness right now. Chill out. Like I said, that comment right there says it right there. That comment right there tells me you guys are back in decade of darkness. And it's just stupid and not fair. That's why I tell people, if you can't accept this team when they're down and getting shit on, don't be the first in line to get the playoff tickets, the first in line to be at the gate, to be at the parade. Don't be. You couldn't be happy for them. They were losing the way they were losing in February. Don't be the first people in line saying, "Oh, I knew it all along. I had faith in this team all along." Don't. And I will call out every single one of my friends and my subscribers when they win this cup and you guys start saying, oh, I knew it, I will be the first person to call you guys out on your bullshit.
I remember when the Fanatics squared off against Tommy Lasorda.
Always. I will always call you guys out on that bullshit.
He was furious. I think the Fanatic had
It's like the saying goes, if you can't love me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best.
Tommy did not take kindly to that. Hard check in the corner. Anthony Cirelli battling for Tim. 3-1 hockey game. Tampa with 2 goals here in the second period. McDonough lets one fly and sails one. Entering this road trip, Edmonton was plus 33 in the second period. The Oilers have now scored 9-1 in the second period on this road trip thus far. 4-1 in Philly.
I got faith.
3-0 in Washington the other day.
Hopefully the Oilers have more faith in themselves. It's 2 shots we got ourselves a hockey game. It's 1 bad turnover and 1 bad Bouchard mess up, which this game always seems to come down to.
He's got the only 2 shots in this period, this Leon Draisaitl. Hyman out there.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Don't say that. No, you didn't.
Here's McDavid peering inside. Dishing off. Stetcher down low for Corey Perry. Kulak winds it up, fires and a save. Vasilevsky. I'm wondering, Louis.
It's
Tampa going 11-7.
It's not 4 games yet. Still 3. 3.5 game losing streak for sure. I'll give you that. Not 4 yet though. This game is far from over. Oilers are going to get a power play. They're going to score. They're going to get another power play. They're not going to score. Like, guys, I don't know why we're so upset as fans at losing.
Henrique centering Arvidsson and Perry. Shovel through. Stetcher jumped up, got caught by Chafee, and now Gonzalez. He'll shove
Like, I will never understand the defeatist mentality. The defeated, oh, we're down, we're out, we suck.
Stetcher sends it in deep, tracked down by Moser. Not to mention his club is down 2. And the offense, as it has in each of the first 2 games of this road trip, as the game has worn on, the chances have dried up. Sent in deep, and Skinner will fall on him with 10:32 to go in the second period.
Only 3 shots in the second for Edmonton. Obviously, killing for a chunk of that as the 2 penalties were taken. But I agree, and the thing I'm seeing right now is a Tampa Bay Lightning team that's just playing a little faster than Edmonton. They're getting the pucks quicker. They're making the play quicker.
Yeah, Barbershop, I don't get it either.
Hang on to it for that split second. It's allowing Tampa to get into lanes and pick things off.
Lots of reasons for it, though.
Going down the tunnel with TD4 is not a good sign for Edmonton. So it's obviously something to do with an injury.
Adam Henrique goes down the tunnel with an injury.
Getting short.
That could be a blessing in disguise.
But just a little quicker, Jack. And I know Chris Knobloch has talked about that too. Play a little quicker, a little faster. It's not necessarily skating faster. It's thinking and moving the puck a little bit quicker. Don't allow the opposition to have that time to make better decisions.
Aaron Radish is shot glove by Skinner. What do you see?
You're not wrong, Epic. That's exact. I feel you. I feel that frustration. Oh, good elbow there, kid. Got away with that one, right, ref?
It's just a dead stop, and that's exactly what happened to him. So he's walked it off. He's still hanging around the hall, which is a good sign. But
that's right. We're in the suck, and it sucks to be in it, but we're with them.
Radish with a shot that flashes wide. Rebound, Braden Point.
I have to have faith that this team is better than this because we have Draisaitl and McDavid. Just as I say that, we've got Connor Brown giving the puck away at the offensive blue line.
So it appears as though relatively minor. Gets given back to Lilburg. Kucherov passed on the high-grade opportunity. Lilburg shot through a screen is handled flawlessly by Stuart Skinner. His 20th save this evening. Amalie Arena, 3-1.
I don't know what the Oilers got to do to wake up and come out of this funk. I honestly don't know what this team has to do to wake up and come out of this funk. Are they in quicksand? Are they in quicksand right now? And no matter what they do, it's just one bad thing turns into another, turns into another. And before you know it, you're knee deep neck deep, struggling for air. If I was Bowman, I wouldn't make a trade right now because of this, though. I'd stand fast and stand firm. This is what we've been looking for. We're not going to make a trade just because. Just because we're on a 4-game for a 5-gamer, 6-gamer. Just even if we lose to Anaheim, I will caveat all this. We could lose 10 in a row. I don't want the coach to make the GM to make a knee-jerk trade just because. I want a trade that's informative, that'll balance this team out, that'll help this team out. But we can't fire the coach. This isn't on the coach. We can't fire the coach. We can't fire the GM. We can't continually fire coaches. You're not wrong about that, Epic. It's time for McDavid and Draisaitl, Hyman and Hopkins, Ekholm and Nurse. I will not throw Bouchard in the leadership group because that kid doesn't deserve it. I don't know. I guess I'll never be that guy to throw my team under the bus.
Makes it 3-1 on the 5-on-3 power play. And that's how it stands to this point. But a second period in which Edmonton has been dominant this year has not been kind on this road trip so far.
Draisaitl. And right on cue there, Louis. He's out there with McDavid and Hyman. I just had a feeling that the way this game was going, Edmonton needs a spark. So 5-on-5.
And you have to kind of push back a little bit and give the Tampa Bay Lightning something to think about. And this is the line that John Cooper put out the last time they were on the ice to try and defend them, and they hemmed them in for a while like this.
Hagel out to McDonough. Eric Chernet. Hagel dishing off. Girgensons floats one to the corner. Cirelli. McDavid working him over. Coming over to make a play on the puck will be Anderson. Off to Darnell Nurse, but Louis' point well taken. That's 40 seconds in its own end for Edmonton with its top players on the ice. McDavid to Hyman, and now breaking free to the net. McDavid centering, what a play by McDonough. The puck trapped underneath him. No one knows where it is. It's total mayhem.
He put his glove on it. That's a penalty shot.
Where that puck is in the blue paint and covered by the Tampa goaltender.
Century Casino. All in, all games, all season. Century Casino.
Yeah, that's right. We're only losing to Eastern Conference team. And Vegas did lose last night to LA.
And this is the thing with the top line.
I don't get how this...
They can drag you into deep water, and latent shifts can create a terrific defensive play here. But
Looks like he puts his hand on the puck in the crease, though.
You go Leon Draisaitl from the slot, tickling the Raptors, the top goal scorer in the league. So he waits, and the last second goes down.
Ooh, that was almost goal.
McDavid is passing that puck, he picks it off, and that scramble in front of him, surprised that it took that long to get a whistle.
That's right. I would much rather beat a divisional team that's 4 points. I like to get a win, absolutely. But if you're going to lose to Eastern Conference team.
Using a screen, nifty short side pass intended for Janmark, stolen by Gonzalez. He'll dump it in. Gage Gonzalez, a 3-year apprenticeship down in Syracuse, the American Hockey League affiliate of the Tampa Bay Lightning. Asimon's having a strong game. Game high, 5 shots on net. Goal and assist. Moser gives it to him. Asimov down low. That's going to be taken by Bouchard up the boards for Brown. Cross ice for
Connor Brown gives the puck away at the blue line again. 8 minutes left to go in the second period. 3-1 Tampa Bay on the back-to-back of a power play goal. A 5-on-3 power play goal that was almost 2 minutes long.
Gonzalez will send it in and point in on the forecheck against Troy Stetcher.
All the play has been in the Oilers zone right now.
Up the gut, that's turned over. Point, pass into the feet of Kucherov. Now building speed is Vasily Podkolzin. He'll dump it in out there with Draisaitl and Savoy. So back to a different look from Chris Knobloch, but We're going to see some line rotations here over the last 25 minutes, no doubt about it.
You're not wrong, Epic. It would be nice if we did. Just one time. It would be nice if we got a Mickey Mouse power play.
He's going to load up if necessary, and he's feeling that right now to try and swing this momentum. The next goal imperative in this game, obviously. And for Chris Knobloch, he wants to be the team that gets it.
Fired in by Lillibert. Skinner takes a peek. Both teams are making line changes. 7 minutes to play, second period.
You're not wrong, Renegade. And that's why I love Stan Bowman. He said he's not giving in to the fan base.
McDavid busting down the right hand side. A backhander save made. Vasilevsky careful not to move as he didn't have clean possession.
McDavid needs to get a goal here. We got to see that Four Nations magic from McDavid is what we need.
Speed here for McDavid, well behind his net, winds it up, inside, outside on Cirelli, and takes a little look right before he takes this backhand. Right there, you can see him look where is Vasilevsky. He's already down, tries to go across the grain, got up to 40 kilometers an hour on that burst. 12 goals in the previous 13 games against the Tampa Bay Lightning.
And 8 against Vasilevsky himself in 8 games. Draisaitl has 8 in 11 games against Vasilevsky. So the Oilers' top players have gotten to Vasilevsky, but more so in Edmonton than here in Tampa. As again, we've talked about it. The home team has absolutely dominated this series head-to-head. Flipped in front. Jorgensen's pursued by McDavid. A shot for the point redirected and a dangerous save made by Skinner, backhanded up by Nurse.
Well, he is the #1 goalie in the world for a reason.
Once again, he wants Cirelli.
I don't care what Hollebuck's numbers are this year. Vasilevsky is still the #1 goalie in the world to me.
Tip puck, McDavid looking for Arvidsson. Chafee burrowing his way up the left-hand side, and now Gonsalves checked hard by Bouchard. Protecting his Nick Ball in the corner. McDavid trying to rake it free.
Yeah, absolutely.
Edmund steps up, it got by him. And now Bouchard up the right-hand side. Chafee reels him in. Forced back down low.
I don't disagree with that, Renegade, at all. Shots are 24-15 for Tampa. Shots 3-1 for Tampa. Oilers just got to get through it. Hey, Lubo, how you feeling? Excuse me. My energy's just wiped. I don't know if it's just watching the Oilers play pathetic hockey or if this sickness is really kicking my ass, but probably a combination of both, eh? Like I said, I don't know what's ailing the Oilers right now, what it is that they're just playing laissez-faire, as they say. Like, just, I don't know. Hey, what's all this?
I will be back for this one in 15 minutes.
I don't want it. I don't want her.
That's why I brought your snacks.
Oh. Hi. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, Renegade, it is a nice jersey. Thanks again, Edmund, for the jersey. Appreciate it. Here, your nose is icking. I got your ickies. I got your ickies.
Vasilevsky, like last year, after back surgery in 2023 to fix an issue that he was dealing with, trying to play through it, had some injections, didn't work. And it's safe to say that he's found that form. John Cooper this morning talking to him and said, listen, we've won 5 in a row here, 6 of 7, and he's been a huge part of that. Back to his normal self.
David Draisaitl out there with Corey Perry. Icing will be waved off here. Big, heavy check back behind the net by Ekholm. And then we've got Corey Perry pushing off. Ekholm weaving, cutting, sending it around the boards for Draisaitl. 3-1 Tampa. Edmonton trying to push its way back into this game. Bouchard again.
Corey Perry gets dusted in front of the net, no call. Completely cross-checked. The puck's at the fucking blue line. And you're not going to call that a penalty?
Bouchard was lingering, but hooked away from Cirelli to the net. A shot and a stop made by Vasilevskiy.
What a fucking joke. So you call a bullshit high stick that wasn't even a high stick. But a guy gets dusted in front of the net and you don't call that.
Starting to chip away here, and here's the collision between Girgensons and Ekholm as he just rides him out. He was a little slow to get up after that one. Good activation here by Bouchard in the offensive zone. Some slick stick handling to walk around the stick and get that chance on Vasilevskiy.
Hi.
Good follow-up shift.
Hey ref, the game's already blown away by Tampa. It's okay to call a penalty against them.
Line before you and build some momentum in the game, and Edmonton has had a few in Tampa's zone.
We are looking forward to having you back. But we understand, man. Family's sick. Take care of those guys first. Kicking my computer.
Edmonton right now 2 points out of the Pacific Division lead, held by Vegas, who was beaten last night by Los Angeles. So a chance for Edmonton to draw even in both points and games played. Tampa has him in a 3-1 hole right now. A backhander short side, and Skinner was able to repel. Gensel dishing off. Centering pass. What a save. Skinner put it across and stopped Lillberg.
Yeah, we need something from Bouchard.
The left-hand side. Your point, Louis, imperative. Skinner keeps this game at 3 for Tampa. Great point to Gensel. Over the line, onside, and Draisaitl raced back, took it away, eluded Gensel, and will challenge Tampa. Dropping it off. There's a shot to save Vasilevskiy. Rebound, trying to bank it off Vasilevskiy. Draisaitl denied. Already a
Man, Savoy. Podkolzin just gets cross-check in the back of the neck. No call! Hey, ref. Good to see you're in fine mid-season form. Yeah,
Not that he hasn't been, but I'm sure Draisaitl wants to get him that first goal. Edmonton Nick Paul. A wrist shot first line. Beautifully played by Darnell Nurse. Poised as can be. And what looked to be a promising chance for Tampa dies. But
yes.
Draisaitl shoveled through, got it back. Savoy will scramble back onside. Edmonton a line change, and Draisaitl a bit frustrated as he comes.
Yeah, that report's false. He's not getting no 10 million.
Nice backtrack on that play to Savoy,
and if he does, he's getting traded as soon as it's signed.
The sharp angle shot by Draisaitl, and obviously he saw something there quickly for Vasilevskiy being down.
I'll have to look into that, but I honestly don't believe he's going to get 10 million. Is that from Frank Saravalli? Volley?
Shift that creates a chance or two for Edmonton.
Driving toward the net, made contact on Skinner, and that's what Asimon does. Is he going to get called here? The Oilers didn't like it, but Asimon is a guy. Louis, I remember our conversation with John Cooper about 3 years ago. He said, this is a guy that no one likes to play against. He's not popular with opponents.
He gets in your grill. They used to have another guy here that won a couple cups that was similar, and that's Yanni Gourde. Doesn't quite have the offensive output that Gourde did, but he gets in your grill. Here's the first chance by Gensel. Just tries to chop this backhand after a lengthy...
I'll have to look into that, Epic, for sure.
He gets up high, and Lillberg just sneaks in back door for that great chance. Excellent save by Skinner. And here's the pass you were talking about in a diving
or Pesos,
play
right?
To break that up. Gonsalves gets all the way back to break up that pass. Would have been a one-timer for Savoy, and Asimon just goes right to the net, makes sure he makes a little contact with the goaltender, and gets into a pretty good scrum with Bouchard.
Louis DeBrusque would
no penalty on the play there?
There you go. Buzzes the tower, right? And energy, and he's having himself a game.
Talked about the importance of this game in the standings.
Yeah, that's the only thing that's keeping him here is he can score when he wants to.
In the Atlantic Division and Toronto, and they've got a chance. I mean, there are only 2 games. They got 2 games in hand on Florida, 3 points out. That's Edmonton's.
That's my
rematch of the
face.
Cup. Louie and I will have it for you Thursday night on Sportsnet. Here's Darnell Nurse circling, centering off of Vasilevsky. But Tampa's playing so well at home.
Who's Kobe Callan?
They'd like to improve their 3rd place standing in the Atlantic Division.
Is he that athletic dude? Like he works for the Athletic? I'll have to look who that guy is. He's nobody reputable that I would agree with. Can you not kick? Can you just leave stuff alone, please?
By goaltender Stuart Skinner with
Hey.
and Girgensson circling.
Yeah, and here's just another example here
Rose.
in Tampa of what they've done in this game, and it's a steal by Hagel. So this is a puck up for grabs. We talk about 50-50 all the time, but because Hagel
Yes, she does.
he's got a couple.
She's got a few of them.
Teammates in front of the net, he just spins, gets it down there. That becomes
What?
dangerous. Stuart Skinner has to hold on to it. It's 2-on-1 right in front of him. And just another mishandling of a puck in the defensive zone by Edmonton. Not quick to it, not quick to make the decision, and certainly not quick enough on the support. And that's got to change because that's how Tampa's creating their chances.
Cancel against Draisaitl. Off the face-off, shot free. Ekholm is able to rub it back to center, flipped it by head off of Ekholm's glove, and now Braden Point hard charging. Peering inside, puts the brakes on now.
Rose, you need to chill out.
Broken up.
You need to chill out for a minute and a half.
Motion against Stetcher, a centering pass. Gensel had it broken up, and you might have heard.
We got a minute and a half left to go.
Our on-ice crew
In the second period, 3-1 Tampa.
Audio work. Here's Braden Point, centering pass. Kucherov, a centering pass.
What a save by Stuart Skinner.
That would have been debilitating to see Tampa go up 4-1 here in the final minute of the second period.
Hi.
Makes another tough save. He's got 25 tonight.
World-class stick up by Kucherov to find him in the slot.
Moser to Chafee. His shot ushered aside. Final minute, second period to Colson. Under wraps with Nick Paul and Gonsalves. Thrust around. Savoy. Devin Bouchard got it through. Vasily Podkolzin, no goals in his last 13. Tried to center. That was deflected high in the air. Moser. Snatched back by Podkolzin. Devin Bouchard hits a man. It's McDavid.
McDavid shot just misses. And he finishes a check.
With 20 seconds to go in the period, it's lifted out for Nick Paul. Cross ice, reaching in.
Yeah, you're not wrong, Epic. I want that team back. 9 seconds left to go in the second period. And just like that, period over. Oilers down 3-1. What a shitty second period by this team that needs to win. They definitely look like they're phoning it in. We'll see what the third period has to... Just a second. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't believe anything this jackwad has to say. He's part of the Daily Face-Off crew. Yeah, he's... No offense to him. I'm sure he's a good guy, but he has no idea what he's talking... He's trying to say... I get what he's trying to do, and I get where he's coming from, but... Just a second. Bouchard is not going to be offered that from the Edmonton Oilers. Stop, please. Anyways, these guys, I'll be right back. I have to go take care of something right quick. caveat this with everything else. As a guy that I pride myself on defense first, I'm going to show my censor for this. I'm going to get in trouble probably. Don't care. All right. So I'm going to quickly go over the Hagel goal. Nope. Not the Hedman goal, the Hagel goal. That Hedman goal was just ugliness. So right here. Right here, Bouchard. You're in good position, buddy, but right here, right when you see this puck going, you need to turn and go there. You need to turn and be in this area right here. Right here is where you should be if you're number 2. Let the closer to the puck defenseman handle this area. So Ekholm in this case should handle 28. Actually, no. Ekholm should let 28 go by, and Bouchard needs to pick him up. Ekholm jumps up and joins the play here. But here, again, who are you guarding here, Bouchard? Are you guarding the logo? Is the logo going to score on the Edmonton Oilers? No. And then here, he's beat here. This is where recognition needs to happen with Bouchard. You want to get paid like a $20 million defenseman? You better fucking start thinking like a $10 million defenseman. Not like a $1.5, $2 million piece of crap. You should be here, cutting off the lane. Not here, not here, not here. You should already be here or here, cutting this lane off. No, you don't. And then, so now, okay, so you didn't get to the spot you're supposed to get to. Fine, okay. Now you need to turn and burn to the far post. You need to do one crossover, get to the far post. Nope. And then here again, you're already up against your goalie. Okay, now you need to take direct route to the post. No, you go in front of the crease and take the scenic route. Blame Skinner all you guys want. Go after Skinner all you guys want. But that is on Bouchard not knowing how to play defense. My team's losing? It happens, Dan. You can't win them all. Just don't go on a 4 or 5, 6 game losing streak. If I'm the Oilers, I stop the bleeding tonight, and if I can't stop it tonight, I stop it against Florida. Because the longer you have losing games, the more this fan base gets irate, and the more they cry and bitch and moan and demand trades that are stupid and useless. But I digress. I'm just a guy that used to coach hockey. I'm just an idiot that played a lot of hockey. What do I know? Just my 2 cents throwing that out there, why that goal happened. Sure, you could get mad at Skinner for not going to the post quick enough. But that is far more on the lack of defensive knowledge that Bouchard has. And again, if we're paying Bouchard to be an offensive dynamo, make him a forward. Stan Bowman, what a legend. Scotty Bowman, what a legend. He hasn't changed at all, that Scotty Bowman, I tell you that much for free. Well, Oilers got 20 minutes to figure it out. 20 minutes to figure it out. We're just going to let this third period play out. Oilers win, Oilers win. If they lose, they lose. We move on. Another day, another dollar. Good thing I'm not a betting man and I don't bet my house on games. Because I would have for surely bet the Oilers to come out and win this one. Any whoosies around the NHL, because that's important. Forgot to tell you guys the out-of-town scoreboards. Will Renton will roar like two British sailors. Excuse-moi. Bruins 4, Maple Leafs 3, 8 minutes left to go in the third period there. Buffalo 3, Ducks 2, 10 minutes left to go in their third period. 2 minutes left in the third period. Montreal 4, Carolina nothing. But yeah, that team's so good. Flyers 6, Penguins 1. Like I said, what the fuck has happened to Pittsburgh Penguins? We want to bitch and moan about the Edmonton Oilers. What the hell is wrong with Pittsburgh? Calgary 2. Capitals 1. Of course, Ovi gets his 30th on the power play. Blue Jackets 5. Stars 3. Late in the third period. 10 minutes left to go in the third period in Washington for the Calgary game. 4 minutes left to go in the Philadelphia-Pittsburgh game. Tampa 3. Oilers 1 after 2. It's just starting the third period. The Rangers 5. The Islanders 1. Starting the second period. St. Louis 6. The Kraken nothing. Yikes. Jamie Oleksiak, you want to come to Edmonton? You might help out this defense and get out of Seattle. After 2, Florida 2, Predators nothing. Well, of course. And after 2, well, I guess 10 minutes left to go in the second period there. 3 minutes left to go in the second period. 2-2, Detroit, Minnesota. Game is underway in Utah. Nothing, Chicago, Utah. Now that you got it good and understood, move along, move along. Do. How many minutes according to whom? $44 seconds. So we're going to come back from the commercial break and the period will be on. Underway, as they say. I hope this team shows up. Oh, enjoy the beer league game, my friend. Give them hell. Give them hell. You know what? If there wasn't such negative history for Larson in Edmonton, I would love to take Larson back. Unfortunately, the history is negative, and he'll never play here again. It sucks. It sucks. It's true. It's damn true.
For the rest of the season and leading by example in this one. And that goal 29 seconds into the second just got his team going. They scored another and now have a 3-1 lead into this third.
Lightning looking to extend their season-high winning streak to 6 games while the Oilers look to avoid a 4th straight loss for the first time all year. McDavid off the draw, immediately rushes in, playing with Arvidsson and Hyman, at least for now. We saw him spotted in with Draisaitl at various points during the second period. Oilers have 4 wins this year when trailing after 2 periods. They'll have to do it against a Tampa team that's plus 15 in the third period this year. Cirelli will be matched against McDavid the rest of the way if John Cooper can help it. McDonough's shot sails wide. Arvidsson clears down the ice, and wasn't it nice to see Scotty Bowman? 3-1 Tampa over Edmonton.
What a piss poor start already.
This period brought to you by Legacy Heating and Cooling, home of no payments, no interest for 1 year.
Maybe I got too high hopes for this team. Maybe I have to temper my expectations like the rest of everybody else and be resigned to the fact that this team isn't a cup contender.
A little bit about winning over his career, so that was his advice. Tighter checking hockey.
Here's a quick ditch. Hyman into the net. A blocker saved by Vasilevsky as Hyman looking for his 20th of the year. To pull the Oilers within 1. Edmonton has dropped 10 of 11 in this building. 12 of 14. Eric biding his time.
They don't play very well in Tampa either, apparently.
Oilers looking to sweep the season series. They beat Tampa 2-1. Back on December the 10th. Here's Gensel inside. Broken up. And Draisaitl with an odd man rush coming the other way. Gives it up for Nicholson, gets it back. Draisaitl centers and that one.
I thought Nurse scored that.
Rebound, Draisaitl, one-timer, and Savoy again. Draisaitl's been looking for Savoy all night.
It's the fact that he's in the spot, Jack. He's where he should be, and Draisaitl's recognizing him. He's the option.
Edmund lifts it in. Bumped by Nurse over. He'll get it back from Stetcher. Work his way to the red. Fired in. Vasilevsky lets it sail off the boards. Scooped up by Hedman. Under pressure from Janmark, but boys, this could be got an ad for Asimon and made a nifty play to get around Connor Brown, but then fell down. Dropped it for Girgensson. Asimon trying to bulldoze his way in front of Girgenson's been.
Excuse me.
It's been that kind of year for Girgenson's. Usually can count on him for about 10 goals a year. He's got 1 all season, and that was just a center. Asimon played a heck of a game tonight. Nugent Hopkins digs it out of the corner.
You're not wrong, Epic. One could only hope that's going to be the spur for the saddle. Because right now they're just playing with no emotion at all. 1 or 2 guys are pulling on the rope, but the rest are just along for the ride.
Panthers won in Edmonton 6-5 earlier this year. The trip finishes Saturday in Raleigh, North Carolina. Ekholm will give it up. Emerson, sharp angle shot and save made by Vasilevsky.
It's not wishful thinking. It's logical. That's how I would think if I'm a team struggling. I'd want to show up and show out in the barn that I lost a cup in. If I'm going to circle a game on the schedule, that would be it. If I'm going to put money on the board, that would be the game to put money on the board. You know what's good about the end of this tunnel, though? We have Anaheim at home. That's not icing, you useless tit.
Pretty close, but you've talked about Savoy a lot here, Jack, and for good reason. Look at him slip into that spot, and a good stick by Point to deny. The clean shot through, but for Draisaitl, one quick look, and guess who's there? And what I mean by Savoy getting to the spot, he just has the instincts to get
so
to
maybe
where he needs to be to shoot the puck. Not an easy thing to do.
This isn't an excuse. This is not an excuse. This isn't me trying to say the Oilers are not playing well right now, because the Oilers aren't playing right now because they fucking suck. Point blank period. This team is not good enough to win right now.
And I think it started with him winning.
Could it be the turnovers?
And finding Leon for the goal in Philadelphia.
I tell you, if you did a tape of just the plays that Savoy's
No. Our trade deadline's not till the...
very strong offensive.
I can't remember when the trade deadline is.
And he's kept plays alive.
We're at home when the trade deadline
If
happens.
they were converted, that's a good sign. You're generating offense, you're generating.
I'll actually go check that out. That should be something I should know, right?
They're not going to give it to you easily. Braden Point, another guy who knows how to be in the spot defensively, gets a good stick on a chance by Savoy. But these are all things you learn the more games you play.
McDavid motoring his way through the neutral zone, defended by McDonough. Puck came out front, dangerously off of Edmonds' stick and right at the feet of Vasilevsky.
Chernak and Hyman going at it again. They've had a physical game going.
Play Alberta has over 400 casino games to discover. New players start with 100 free spins.
Apologies, that was actually off of Sorelli's stick. So now McDavid will take the draw. Hyman and Arvidsson pulled back.
March 7th is the trade deadline for the NHL. So we're back at home when the trade deadline is happening. Let's hope it's an uneventful day and I don't have to cover anything. We will have just played Montreal and then playing Dallas the next day. So we could have a roster against Montreal and be completely different the next game against Dallas.
It's deflected, looking for it, and unable to find it was Connor McDavid. Golfed out of his own.
Maybe next commercial I'll ask the question.
Range of Connor McDavid. Nurse and Stetcher with a puck in their own end.
I'll plant the seed right now.
Presence of mind. Sorelli matched up with McDavid, awaiting his determined rush. It's McDavid against Sorelli. Goes down wide to the left. He'll give it up for Darnell Nurse.
Could it be the turnovers? Like the locker room turnover?
McDavid and now Arvidsson's wraparound deflected harmlessly out of play by Ryan.
Could it be the locker room turnover that's causing this mid-season kind of collapse? Too many new guys in, too many familiar faces out. Because I haven't seen this team have that much turnover in a long time and still be good. I don't know any team that has the turnover the Edmonton Oilers had and are good. The fact that we're still tops in the West, tops in the Pacific, and tops in the league, even with this turnover, speaks volumes for how good this team can be.
Longest stretch of the season of wins
But
for Tampa.
Gensel will wind it around. And Vasilevsky wearing down, combined with some key losses on the blue line. Cost Tampa a chance at more cups, but they're right back in the mix with the addition of Vasilevsky's return.
Just my thought, could that be a combination of what's going on as well as just sucking really bad right now?
Seventh year. But Steven Stamkos is no longer here. Guys had to step up offensively, and him and Brandon Hagel on that line have been excellent together. And obviously why they were representing along with Braden Point for Team Canada in the Four Nations Cup. But that offense has come through for a few guys as well too, and that's also been a key to their success.
Asamon against Bouchard. Stays with it. Continues to battle. Taken away by Draisaitl, but
That's a whole lot of hooking and grabbing.
missed Glendening with an opening. Bouchard launched ahead for Janmark, who was knocked off balance by Lilleberg.
Yeah, I think you're like that's the main part where we're missing. Cody Ceci, Desharnais.
You know, he's a guy who's
Bouchard turned over again. Wow.
But Bouchard with some loose play in his own end.
What a freaking Goomba.
Right now, Skinner, a couple of quality saves down the stretch in the third. Tampa still doesn't have a shot.
We're almost 10 minutes into the third period and their Oilers are still down.
Here in the third, Edmonton with 3 in the first 7 minutes. They're going to need more than that.
You go do your thing, man. School's way more important than watching my dumb ass.
Just 3 shots throughout the course of the third period. Vasilevsky, you'd figure they need at least 12. Have hopes of tying this one up. Kucherov. An outlier, skating into it, moving Gensel. Pulled it into the net. Backhander score.
Yep. Good job. Good turnover at the blue line again.
Hesitation leads to opportunity. It's a good pitch down.
Oh, I don't like Bush.
Nurse is a little late getting down the wall. This play by Kucherov is sent out to the far side. And because he has the time and ability to make that play right there, it leads to a 2-on-1. And for Gensel, he just gets it to the spot. Nick Paul beats his man back to the net, and he just redirects this. Tries to elevate in tight. That's all he can do, and he chips it up over top of the glove of Stuart Skinner for a 4-1 lead.
Nick Paul scored the goal that put Seattle away on Sunday. And now his goal puts Edmonton into desperate straits. 4-1.
What a fucking joke.
And it's been that way the whole game, Jack, and we've talked about it. If you're a little bit slow getting there, you either have to go hard or sit back and be defensive. And that little hesitation bites Edmonton, now 4-1 down after that goal by Paul.
I don't know. Our forwards don't give a shit. Our defense can't help themselves. It's a team I don't recognize, man, and it's aggravating. Like that right there, what is Hopkins doing? What the fuck is Hopkins doing there? A, you can't get beat. B, you can't let the guy skate around you. Like, take a penalty, take a stick, take a body. See you guys on Thursday. Oilers are in Florida on Thursday. Let's hope the shit kicking doesn't continue. It ends when the Oilers decide they're done losing. When the forwards have had enough of Bouchard's shit. When the coach has had enough. Shannon who? What video did he make? When the Oilers are done playing like shit. That's when this losing ends.
Longest tenured head coach in the league took over for Guy Boucher. 13th year, 4-2 in Eastern Conference Finals, 2-2 in the Stanley Cup Final. Here's a lead pass, charging in Glendening. With Tampa now up 4-1, and Edmonton needs a push and one in a hurry. First shot of the third.
I don't believe in voodoo like that, but.
And it's Paul's 18th from Gensel and Kucherov. Kucherov with 2 points tonight, giving him 85. So you've got McKinnon and Draisaitl at 87. And Kucherov at 85 is your top 3. Puck out of play.
Wondering about Ozempic? Just ask your doctor.
Nikita Kucherov picked up his second assist there. He was the one that made the play along the wall, and now closing in on both Draisaitl and McKinnon for tops in the NHL in points. Only one back now, so it's going to be a race right down the stretch.
Well, and Kucherov with a point in 19 of his last 20. Draisaitl a point with 31 of his last.
I know what to say. This team isn't good enough.
Brilliant players players, but just consistently brilliant.
The star players on this team are not playing like star players.
Louis, the Oilers are running out of minutes, so it's not surprising to see Knobloch go to that combination. Jorgensen's and Chernak, a little miscommunication there. That allows Draisaitl to plow his way forward, cut behind the net, but his centering.
The star players on this team are playing like third line beer league stars.
Against this tandem of McDavid and Draisaitl, whether John Cooper can manage it. Cirelli off a turnover, flipped it down low. He's skittered wide. Hagel pressure on Bouchard.
That's, Joe, that's stupid to say.
Kulak to McDavid.
That's just stupid to say. Like,
Cleared up the right-hand side, too far.
I get it's your opinion, but that's...
Time had gone by, Louis, where McDavid and Draisaitl's time on the ice has run out.
I thought there was a little hook there. McDavid did had a little conversation with the official flying by, but yeah, the hemming in by that line. And the Cirelli line's done a great job when they do load up. Edmonton.
This team is not going to be a wild card team. Like, that's just... That's asininely stupid to say.
Job to hem them in, especially early in the shifts. And it's kind of drained them a little bit.
Nugent Hopkins put Colson and Savoy the line sent over the boards, but Tampa's able to come up with the puck. And it's hoisted back through the middle. Kucherov, snapshot, sailed by. Kucherov, 44 goals.
That's just crazy, man. Like,
To win his second scoring title. Kucherov watches one-timer to stop by Vasilevsky on Savoy. Crazy hop off the stanchion.
Savoy almost got one there.
Looking for his first NHL.
Guys, we're going up against tough competition. I'm gonna do it the next month in advance. I'm gonna do it on a whiteboard. I'm gonna show you guys after the game who the Oilers have in March. We've got such easy games coming up. We could lose these 6 games and it won't mean a fucking thing. Because we got easy opponents like Anaheim, Buffalo, Montreal, in Edmonton. So that's 6 points right there. Dallas, who's not playing very well right now. So that's 8 points right there.
Well, and that was a bit of a blender here. Because on the one hand, it's a good bounce off the stanchion, comes right to you. But on the other hand, the puck's on edge. So you don't get a clean shot.
A little bit of a knuckler.
Draisaitl to Echo. It's a good point. He didn't get all he wanted there, and that's because it came off the stanchion. McDavid had it poked away by Hagel.
Then Jersey Islanders. So that's 10-12 right there.
Arena to see if Tampa can gain a split of this season series with Edmonton. Here's McDavid walking through.
So much interference.
Cirelli up the left-hand side, but not out. Emerson to Draisaitl, snapped it in front off a skate, and then rolled wide. And then Draisaitl, when he tried to tuck it out in front, Vasilevsky able to gobble it up.
It has nothing to do with confidence, man. Nothing to do with confidence.
X is proud to partner with the Edmonton Oilers to help them offset emissions.
Their confidence is sky high.
Sustainability.
It's the shitty turnovers and the attention to detail that's hurting this team. It's the small attention to details that are hurting this team.
On a 10-game winning streak, taking on the Ottawa Senators at 6:30 Eastern, 4:30 Mountain. On
Captain giveaway.
Face-off coming to Vasilevsky.
Bouchard not knowing what zone he's supposed to be covering. PK not getting the puck out. It's not confidence, man.
Kucherov on the outlet from Chernak. Sends it off the boards. Kucherov centers wide open. And point thwarted by Darnell Nurse. Got a stick in there. Chernak. Point waited him out, but Darnell Nurse got the stick in. I think he had Skinner beat, but not Nurse. And when Point tried to return it,
Like I said, you could lose 6 in a row, and this team could easily turn around and win 10 in a row. There's no confidence issue. It's just the attention to details.
should be over. But Darnell Nurse saved a goal. Enrique got it out. Moser across to Victor Hedman. Up to Brace Point. Little give and go with Kucherov. Checked against the boards by Bouchard. Enrique trying to dig it out. doing the same against Point.
We'll see.
Free, shovel across to Kucherov.
So what is it? They don't show up against top 10 teams, and they don't show up against bottom-feeding teams. So how are they getting so many wins? How do they have 34 wins then? Because according to you and according to all the skeptics in Oiler Nation, we don't beat top 10 teams. We don't beat bottom-feeder teams, so who do we beat? If we don't beat the top 10 and we're not beating the bottom 10, who are we beating for 34 games this season? Nobody? Like, you can't have your cake and eat it too. It's either we suck against the bottom and we suck against the top and we don't have 34 wins, or we actually know how to beat teams just regardless of where they are in the standings. And we're just playing like shit right now at a bad time of the year when everything is magnified on hockey right now because of Four Nations. But again, I'm just a stick from a hick.
Finish off a good chance. And that's what you're playing against a team like Tampa. If you're not making those plays, it's a long night.
Come on, Edmonton, just get one. Make yourself look respectable.
Tampa at the wrong time. I mean, this is going to be 6 straight wins if the Lightning can hang on over the last 7 quarters.
Shots are 29-22 for Tampa Bay. They've had 3 power plays, a 5-on-3 thrown in there. The Oilers have had 1, scored on it. Funny how the Oilers get 1 power play a game, maybe 2 if they're lucky. Did they get 2? I thought they had 3. Yeah, same difference. The fact that they got a 5-on-3 is ridiculous to me. I will never understand how you could give a team another penalty when they're already killing one. I mean, unless you're the Oilers. But it is what it is, folks. Tampa Bay is expected to win this game 80% of the time out of 100. This team needs to have a players-only meeting tonight. Before the flight to Florida, they need to have a players-only meeting. Because obviously what Knobloch said to him after the game, last game, wasn't enough. I want 3 guys in that room to speak up and speak loud. And if the rest of the team doesn't hear it, then there should be trades made. But I'm not in that locker room, so I can't say too much. I know if I was a player wearing an Oiler uniform, I'd be pretty pissed off with myself right now. We're a high offensive team and we're not scoring any goals. We're a high offensive team. We're not getting any power plays.
Around him on that play. Does. Drysdale's had a conversation the entire commercial timeout. And I believe it's about a face-off. I mean, he's talking to...
It would make a difference.
Linesman, and I think it has something to do with face-offs, and he had a pretty... What should I say? A loud conversation off the last face-off that he took. He wasn't happy with something, the way that Nick Paul was digging in, and that continued all the way through the break. So obviously frustration is boiling over here for Edmonton, rightfully so.
Well, again, I mean, just a few games ago, the Oilers had a grip on the Pacific Division, kind of in charge of their...
They didn't have a grip. They were up by 2 points.
Coming at a tough time as Edmonton looks for its first division title.
Relax, Jack. They didn't have a grip. They were up by 2 points.
Longest drought in any of the 4 major professional sports. Here's Emerson, checked by Glendening. Got some help last night from Los Angeles. But the Kings are right there, Louis. Don't sleep on the Kings. They're starting to get hot, and they've got some games in hand.
It's been a traffic jam all year long.
I'm not allowed to say they are.
a week off like Edmonton's having right here. Even
I'm not allowed to make comments like that, Grandma, because then I'm being called an idiot Oiler fan. The Boosh blunder counter. Don't tempt me with a good time. I'll get one going next game.
Now with teams that are better at scoring goals. They're going to play 4 of the top 5 teams.
I believe that they're still fighting the flu bug. They were sick before the break.
You're not playing sharp, you're going to get punished for it.
I know that a lot of the team was still on IVs. I know for a fact that 7 of the 10 players that are playing this game were on IVs before the break. During the second intermission of the last game before the break. They were all fighting a flu bug of some sort. I don't know if it's gone and they're just building up their immune system back to what it is. But they're playing slow, they're playing sluggish, they're playing disinterested. But I will never make that as an excuse. If you're sick, don't play. Goodbye for now. Have a good day. We'll see you Thursday. Florida Oilers, 5 o'clock start time in Sunrise.
Ample time to clear, and he got it through McDavid's outstretched glove. So here's Anthony Cirelli heading for the net.
Oh, it's terrible.
Shot away against Draisaitl. Felt like
excuse me.
Caught him on the bridge of the nose. McDavid comes the other way for Edmonton. They'll dump it in. Ryan McDonough back to collect up the left-hand side, and it scoots outside the zone.
But again, it's not an excuse.
Tampa will sit on this puck with 6 minutes to go.
If you're sick, don't play.
The Lightning will take
Rest and heal.
They're under no obligation to move with swiftness up ice. Chernak gets it in deep. Skinner to Ekholm. Gensel bats it down. Ekholm drilled by
5.5 minutes left to go. 4-1 Tampa.
It fired one ahead for Savoy, and then turned back over. Great point. Savoy got back in his grill. Kucherov, tough pass, unable to be handled cleanly by Gensel, and now it's Nugent Hopkins weaving away from traffic.
No, 5 o'clock.
This play between the blue lines just suits
4:30. What start time are you thinking about? 4:30.
Olsen can't get it in deep. Jumping up is Kulak, and he'll kick it.
Yeah. Exactly.
And now on to Matthias Janmark, who's out there with Henrique and Brown. Adam Henrique does have 3 shots on net tonight, second only to Draisaitl on the Oilers. Sent in by Janmark. Moser hacks at it a second time. Pulls it on the top of Lilleberg.
Yeah, Ekholm got it real bad.
But I ask you this, do you remember one great save that Vasilevsky's had to make in this game?
Even the Savoy chance was a fan. Yeah,
that's my point. I don't remember one where you go, wow, that's a great save.
And we're not saying he can't.
Skinner had to make in the first period early.
Right, and we're not saying he can't do it. But the point is, Edmonton hasn't tested it.
It's in the defense of Tampa. They have kept it away from their net. So a lot of those shots, in my opinion, have been from distance and not high-quality chances. And that's a testament to how Tampa's played this game, and quite frankly, Edmonton hasn't found a way to dig in and overcome that.
Tomorrow's another day. The sun will rise again. Thursday is another game. Oilers need to win this. They got to find a way to win the next game. They got to find a way to win. Instead of finding ways to lose like they have been, they got to find a way to win. That team right there is just... That look on that bench right there says they're not feeling it. That look right there says this team is just not it. Whatever it is, they are not it. What the? 4:30? Who plays at 4:30? What an odd game time. What an odd game time. I don't know what. Like 4:30? I'm not coming out at 4:30. Ugh. Yet again, though, Oilers find a way to disappoint their fan base by pooping on themselves all over the ice again. Attention to detail is very key to winning hockey games. And when you don't have it, you lose more than you win. No matter how good your lineup is. If you can't pay attention to the small things, those things are going to freaking destroy your team. It'll be that 5-cent piece that's going to destroy a $300 motor. Every time it's that 5-cent piece that destroys a $300 motor.
Trying to do a little too much at times, and it's cost Edmonton a few times.
Very much there, buddy.
And they're down 4-1.
Glad somebody in this room got enjoyment out of the win. We'll get you next year.
Next up for Edmonton in Florida on Thursday, the Panthers lead the Nashville Predators 2-0 on the road in Music City right now. Florida needed a win, and now it's eluded at home, and it's a breakaway for Asimon. Got it back to Paul, a shot handled by Skinner, and the rebound to Victor.
Breakaway for Tampa. Good thing Stuart Skinner makes a save on it.
Edmund guiding one up the right-hand side with 3 minutes left in regulation. Paul directed in, but he was not yet the red. They're going to wave off icing, though. One linesman had this icing, overruled by the other.
Even the linesmen are fighting with each other what's icing and what's not icing.
Back to McDavid, checked by Chernak. Ferguson flipped it back to the point. Stetcher to the middle of the ice.
David's just getting held and hooked the entire time.
Vasilevsky able to fend that off.
Must be nice to be able to play defense that way. That would be something, a Tampa Oilers final. That would be something crazy. A lot would have to go right for that to happen, though.
Translate into more goals. A dart up the middle. Banging it deep. Looking for Connor McDavid. No goalie pull here from Chris Knobloch. He did so with his team down 3 against Washington. Not so tonight. Here's Draisaitl trying to center, but Cirelli was right on McDavid. Made the steal. And now we've got a penalty on the backside of the play, and the frustration for Edmonton boils.
How's that a penalty against Draisaitl, who gets cross-checked and high-sticked at the same time? Really, ref? Watch the replay and you tell me who should have got the penalty here. Slash, cross-check to the head. Not called, but that's called? Give me a fucking break, you piece of shit. What, you couldn't give Tampa even one penalty after the first one? Oh no, the Oilers scored their first power play of the game. Can't give them another one, they're too fucking good. What a fucking joke. Gary Bettman, you've ruined this fucking league for Canadian hockey.
2017 with the Erie Otters. Warren Fogle was on that team, scored the goal that won it for him.
My correction, 4th in the game, 3rd for Tampa.
Kucherov to Gensel. Top power play on here for Tampa. 4-1 with 2 minutes to go. That's interesting. Brandon Hagel.
You're not wrong, man. The world of sports is a crazy thing.
A little surprised, to be quite frank. Nevertheless,
there's a scoring title that.
Yes, Kucherov inside. One-timer ripped by Point. A blocker save made by Skinner. Edmund across.
I've never seen a team be down by 3 goals get a chintzy penalty like that. Just the chintziest of bullshit penalties. Never. Never in my life have I seen down by 3 get a bullshit penalty like that called against them.
Quick dish, wrist shot, and Skinner flailing away makes a save on Hagel. Edmund, back to Hagel. Edmund, Kucherov slid it in front. Point, what a save by Skinner. Terrific work on the PK from Stuart Skinner because Tampa was just snapping it around. Top unit will come on, final half minute. The Lightning will close the game on the power play, and now maybe they'll look to shut it down. Radish up the middle of the ice. Here's Cirelli. Gonsalves turns and twists the backhander on. Skinner will keep it moving for Stetcher. Launch down the middle. And now likely we've seen the last offensive thrust of the game.
Congratulations to Tampa Bay Lightning and the NHL referee. You did your job. Oilers failed to show up for the 3rd game in a row since coming back from the break. No excuses. Oilers got to figure something out. They got to pull their collective heads out of their asses and figure out, hey, how embarrassing to be an Oilers fan right now. Your team is refusing to show up. It's tough, guys. It's tough commentating and tough being positive and thinking the best when the best you have is one power play goal in the first period. And then you fold and give the puck away. Not smart defensively. Can't get any sustained pressure in the offensive zone. Sports. Anyways, guys, my name is Matt for OilersFanReaction. I won't keep you too long. I'll let you guys enjoy what's the rest of your night. I'll do touch base on the out-of-town scoreboard because I owe you that much, right? We owe you that much here at OilersFanReaction. Let's talk about the rest of the NHL because not everything is doom and gloom. Blues 7, Kraken 1 with 13 minutes left to go in that third period. With 17 minutes left to go in the third period, 4-2, Predators nothing. Halfway through the third, Detroit Wild tied at 2. Just underway in the second period, Chicago 1, Utah Hockey Club nothing. Now for the finals. The Toronto Maple Leafs come back and beat the Boston Bruins 5-4 in overtime. The Sabres beat the Ducks 3-2. The Carolina Hurricanes lose 4-0 to the Montreal Canadiens. The Flyers beat the Penguins 6-4. The Flames beat the Capitals 3-1. The Blue Jackets beat the Stars 6-4. The Lightning beat the Oilers 4-1. The Rangers beat the Islanders 5-1. That's it. Now that you got it good and understood, get the heck out of here. My name is Matt for Oilers Fan Reaction. I'll see you guys on Thursday. Tough.